Kikeriki. Fuck. ちょっと待って。BGM will be loud for a moment. Sorry. Okay. Kikeriki. Was that loud? Was that loud? Was that okay? えへ。ちょっと待って。Monitor. There you go. Oh, okay. Can't hear it. Okay, that's fine. Still sick? Well, yeah, a little bit. But it's okay. ちょっとまだ風邪か何かわかんないけど。Wow, on the front page? What front page? I have already recovered greatly. No, this is good. This is good. This is way less than like yesterday or the day before yesterday. だいぶ良くなりましたよ。本当に。Kikeriki. Wait, let me move myself a little bit. I'm a mess. I'm a mess in the stress, but we're still the best dressed. Feel, let's say yes. Kikeriki. I should join Snot. I am Snot. No, they don't take new members, I think. So okay, I'm okay. I used to have a really strong headache, but that's gone. And my nose, I had to blow it way more often, and I had to spit out some phlegm way more often. Sadly, I feel like I want to spit out phlegm, but it just doesn't come out. It's like there's, I think, only a little bit left, and then that is just like, I don't want to go. I want to stay. So I'm at that stage. And when I cough, I really only cough because that little bit of phlegm that's left is like blocking my airways, I think. And don't you just sound delightful? Wow. And it feels like I'm choking. But I'm okay. Like I feel way better, Laura. I'm just grateful I feel better because like, oh my god. だいぶ良くなったからな、本当に。なんだ。頭痛はなくなったし。キア、俺恥。I misunderstood! 勘違いしてた。こよ俺恥って書いたら、こより先輩に、向けて、私は恥ずかしいっていう、いう意味だと思ってた。I misunderstood Miko. I did like a spin-off of Mikochi Ore Hazukashi Yo and put Koyo Senpai? Oh fuck. I put Koyori's name in there. Wait, I just realized I feel like I didn't set the lag properly. I think we have a bigger lag than we should have. I don't know. But it's not too bad. But yeah, I misunderstood. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Hello. Can you hear the BGM? Is it okay? Is it, because I can't hear it. But that's okay. Should I make it louder or more quiet? また先輩って言ったな、マジで。なんなの? Can you whistle a tune? Huh? You think me some burb or what? BGM okay? Okay. So, well, as you can tell, apparently I'm not completely healed yet in terms of throat, so I don't know how much I should strain it. I'm okay though. We won't do too long. I was thinking of reading super chats too later, but maybe I shouldn't. So we'll just like recap. See, I forgot the word recap, but just now I remembered. Recap. That's the word I'm looking for. BTS and what else did I write? It's a recap. 今日は振り返りま裏話だけでもない表話もします。Yeah. It's a rare EST PST primetime stream. Let's go! You know, people always say EST PST, but they never talk about like those, what is it, CST? So sad. Do people in the middle of America feel like they don't exist? Because everybody always talks about EST, PST, but maybe that's just me. I mean, in reality, everybody only talks about PST when it comes to schedules. Everybody just puts PST on there, almost everybody. I'm like, I don't know why, because I have absolutely no like connection or like understanding of what's more popular. I just like put EST on my schedule in the beginning, and I just like stuck with it. Koyori-chan. Yeah, she explained my serving tweet. Anyway, we have Nerissa. Yeah, she's like bringing awareness to the table. And what? You're the closest non-Hawaiian time. What? Oh, you mean EST is the closest to me? Yeah. It makes me feel better, I guess, when I put EST on my schedule and, like, it's not as much a shitty time as PST, usually. Makes me feel better. What am I serving? You want to know what I'm serving? I'm serving cunt! There you go. So I will talk today about how I served cunt, and you will listen to it. I can say this with confidence because English is not my first language. Goodbye monetization. No, it means charisma and whatever, uniqueness, maybe. Nervosity. No. Oh yeah. No, but so many people told me I served that. So what can I do, guys, besides agreeing with it? They say it, so it must be true. So today, we're gonna recapture. Oh my god! 英語ですごいなんかいい風にこの名前振り返り話はね recap って言うんだけど recapture the moment だよ。Oh my god! Wow! Brain explosion! すごいwe're gonna recapture that moment! です。Yeah, nervosity is a real word, yeah. Uniqueness, nuance, and talent. And there we go. Charisma. Keep serving, Dad. I'll keep on serving. Thank you. Mind blown. So, I have some notes on my phone. Damn it, my tea is getting colder and colder. And I'm growing older and older, but we get bolder and bolder. Okay, sorry, that's the keyboard. Let me look in my Beepity boppity, beepity boppity. You are now my property. Beepity boppity. I'm excited. I can stream again. I'm still not home, by the way, obviously, as you could probably tell from the time I'm streaming in. All the streams in this week, I think, will be bars. will be around this time tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow I'm also planning to stream at this time. 明日と明後日もこのぐらいの時間で配信したいと思います。And yeah, so I'm in Japan. I'm the thing is, I'm here quite a bit longer than the other members. Like, everybody already left pretty much. Yeah. みんな他のなんか日本に住まないメンツはみんな帰りましたね、私以外。Everybody gone. I extended my stay because I've got something to do, a little itty bitty thing. Yeah. It's kind of sad. Everybody only stayed for a really short amount of time. そう、風邪ひいたよ。多分風邪。みんなね、短い期間泊まってたな、私以外。Everybody's here so shortly, and I think I even like arrived like maybe a day earlier than most, but most arrived probably around the same time. But then everybody left like already, and yeah, didn't get to like hang much with them because even when all the like excitement was over and people were like getting together to like hang at least for 1 or 2 days, like to have dinner or whatever, I couldn't be part of that because I got sick. So that's wonderful. But I am not surprised. Nobody should be surprised that I got sick this time. I know I get sick a lot, like when I travel, seemingly. But this time, I kind of had it coming. If you think about, I flew to North America, and then it's not even direct flights, it's like connections, so that's more stressful, more contact with people, more like stupid, like weird air and dryness. So I fly to North America, which, okay, ちょっと私が風邪ひいた理由とは多分ね、ちょっと待って、let me get rid of this logo, beautiful logo. So, Europe, Japan. I have only a mouse today, and I'm left-handed, but I'm using the mouse with right hand, so, you know. Okay, NA. Of course, there's nothing else. This is all there is on this earth. But so I fly. こっちまずね、アメリカに飛びました。I flew over there, and as I said, with like, I totally had a connection in the middle of the ocean. そう、直便でもないので。And then I stayed like longer than I wanted to, cause things got fucked up. Yeah, and then I fly back. Normally I was supposed to stay a few days, at least a few days in Austria before I then fly to Japan. But I only had 24 hours. 結局24時間しかヨーロッパに帰ってなくて本当に it was stressful. ストレスがI will not tell you what airport I stopped at. No. So 24 hours at home to like get shit done. In those 24 hours, I recorded motion for my MV and all that. Like really stressful. Got some shit done. And I couldn't even sleep, even though both of these flights, let me flex. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's a B. Both of these flights were business class. So you would think, oh, comfy. It was comfy. but I could still not sleep because I don't know why. My shoulder was hurting a lot, and I guess my mind was stressed out, and I just couldn't sleep. And especially in the flight to Japan, which also was not a direct flight, it had to stop somewhere. こっちも直便じゃなくて. And then on the second flight that was longer than the other, somebody was snoring. I thought I was able to sleep, and I slept like maybe pretty nicely for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I wake up, and then I hear someone snoring the whole time, and like I start hyper focusing on it, and like could not listen to the freaking snoring, and then I could not sleep again. So all these flights, I had like so many flights in such a short amount of time over several continents, different airspaces, different bacteria, and of course this is getting me sick. Of course my immune system got fucked. まあそりゃね風邪ひきますわ。No, like even when I brought my own noise cancelling headphones. Noise cancelling? Yeah, but they're so thick that when I sleep with them, I would only be able to sleep completely facing upwards straight. Which is not how I sleep comfortably. I would like to sleep sideways, and then that just you guys know that just doesn't work with these kind of headphones. Face review. Yeah, AirPods. Fuck AirPods. So okay. That's why I probably got sick. That's probably why. So, okay, let me see. I arrived in Japan. Where do my tangents even start? I think mostly my tangents are gonna start from the tour thingy-ish. You know, we got to see the venue beforehand. And it was so fun. We were, like so many of us were together. But okay, I wanna tell you, I don't know if you guys know this, but we did not meet Japanese members there. We were only together with EN and ID. Love. ちょっと待って。I also have a little bit no. Oh my tangents are like so mixed all over the place. God damn it. I don't know where is what. Okay, they might not be in a good order, so please excuse me if they're all over the place. What do you mean no? Are you saying Fumiko and Bei are in Holo Japan? Is that the joke? Okay. No, they were there. So, yeah, wait, let me show you pictures. La 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 la. And let me check it. Yeah. So you guys may have seen it was like kind of like travel and island themed. So I didn't get like a proper picture of the entrance, but of the side of the entrance. It looks like this. Sugoi. There's a gate over there, right? And are these fake or real? Fake, right? Maybe not all of them. But asking the real questions, are they real or fake? Huh? Now I really wonder about that. But it says, welcome to hololive Island. Yeah, I'm happy. Looks real, looks fake. Maybe it's a mix. Because I think the big tree looks real to me. But not all of the big tropical looking plants down there. Important question. I wonder if there was moss. If there was moss and it was now, after we were there, it was gone. Probably because Ame must have taken it. No. Yeah, I think it's mixed. I'm happy. I'm happy. So, okay. どうしよう。なんかめっちゃ、思い出がごちゃごちゃになってる。So, okay. So, I looked around. We were supposed to kind of like stay in a group, but then everybody just ran off to sign things everywhere. So, I was like, what do I do? This is... I want to... why are we not in a group? Like, everybody's, like, running off. There were some smaller groups, but, like... yeah, everybody was everywhere. So I was like, I don't know where to go. And then, I don't know, partially, I walked a little bit with Gubadiba and Guba Manager, and me and Genma together partially, but... other times I was just like me and Genma. But then wait, let me show you this before. I uploaded this on Twitter, but I mean I took a lot of pictures, but and videos even. But this is the Weiß-Schwarz booth, which is just one of many booths. And I'm an ambassador there, so they have my card and other stuff. Really big display over there. Yeah, the giant cards are cool. Yeah, we're like in a circle aligned there. And yeah. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, the secret, it wasn't secret, but it's like, I was like, they asked me to sign this one too, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to ruin the pretty art. And then they like kind of said, no problem, please do, and I'm like, okay, but like, my orange pen and my green pen probably won't really show up properly here, and the black pen would have probably been the way to go, but then I thought maybe golden pen. But then I tried with the golden pen, but the golden pen was too thin, and it also didn't stand out really well because it didn't look so good. So maybe that's why I think it's secret. I didn't try to hide it, but it just was difficult to sign this. これも実はサインしたんですけど、この写真の時点でサインしてなくて、でもサインしにくくてこれなんか目立たないから皆さん見れたかな? I wonder if you guys even saw it. Like some of you guys apparently saw it. Yeah, I ended up using gold for this one because I thought that should be better. But yeah, there's like a lot going on in this one. And it's so big. So it's difficult. Colorblind bros. Oh no. So, yeah, signed cards are also usually written in gold, right? So I also thought like, oh, gold. Like these cards, like the stamped signatures are also usually in gold. So, No. In this picture, it's not signed yet. This was before. It was like finding an Easter egg. Yeah, I signed a couple of things. I don't have a picture right now, but I signed. There was like a big. You know the main visual? There was a big tapestry of it, and. I wasn't together with Ina in the moment, so I signed it first, and I was hoping that Ina would find it and then sign it in a way that makes sense, like as a response to me. And she did sign it. Like I signed like a speech bubble above my head, and So I can only breathe through the mouth right now. And I signed a speech bubble above my head that's like, because, we just had like off collabs. It was like, Mina, when are we gonna finish our Mario playthrough? And then she answered afterwards. Yeah, she wrote, takoyaki, takoyaki, takoyaki. Like she's only, like, because it looks like she's not listening in that illustration partially. Mouth breather. Not normally. Yeah, you saw pictures, right? Like afterwards when I found Ina again, I was like, did you sign it? Did you sign it? Did you see the thing? Did you sign it? And she's like, yeah, I signed takoyaki, takoyaki, takoyaki. I'm like, yatta! Thank you. Yeah, because I was worried she might not find it because that was like pretty far in, so to say, the back, like further inside of the expo, and I didn't see too many people going that far. I feel like me and maybe Guba were the only ones that went into the second hall. I didn't see the others going into the second hall, which is where the Vice-Rod's booth was. I think the second hall was like sponsors booths and all that. 2つ目のホールってなんかバイス・シュワルツとかが入ってたんですけど、あれはなんかスポンサーブースとか、Bandai Namco was there and some stuff, like that. So I think it was like sponsor booths was second hall, but they had some really cool stuff there too. I'm sorry, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Nice, get that shit out of there. That one needs a ticket? No, I don't think so. I mean, I might be wrong, but Kelly said she found out late that there was another hole. Yeah, I just went really far. And I think in the second hall is where I found that standee of me next to Ame. And like it was also next to a bench, and so I signed. I didn't sign. Oh, the reason why I was running around was like I was trying to find a good space to sign my idea that I had, my epiphany that I had beforehand. I wanted to. これね、なんかサインできる場所を探してたらなんか上手に。I wanted a big empty white space where I could sign, hey, touch my hand, and then draw around my hand and have you guys touch it. And I couldn't find it until the very end, so this is the last thing I did. Really rushed when people were already saying, oh, we gotta go. And I'm like, oh, wait, I still could find a good space to do this. And then I ended up doing it under. There was like a little section with like umbrellas, and it was like hololive rainy sky or something like that. Like a theme. The theme was, what do you do when it's rainy? And it was in a ticketed area. Ticketed? マジで? But you don't pay, right? You just have to like get like a timed ticket to enter. I didn't know. Like, damn, I was surprised how popular everything was. It's just even the standees. When people told me that there's lines to take pictures of the standees, I was like, really? Wow, it's just standees, guys. It's not really us, guys. You know that, right? Like, we're not behind it, or we're not really. I mean, we might always be 2D, and that's pretty flat in 2D as well. But the standees are not alive, guys. Just kidding. I mean, that's true, but みんなあれ好きだな。なんつんだ、スタンディーはなんだっけな。うちらの段ボールの全身のやつ、サインしてたやつ。Why was she shaped? Closest thing we'll get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because everybody wanted to take pictures of the signatures, but like, what? Is it really that interesting? I mean, I'm honored, but I didn't think people would actually make lines. But also shows you how organized or like disciplined Japanese people are. So paneru. Japanese people so disciplined to actually stay in a line. If this was in a like American convention, I doubt people would like stand in one line to take orders and taking pictures. Like people would just like scramble in front of it and like and then if another person comes, they would just like swoosh their way in front of everybody and like stand in front of them and take a quick picture and then run or so. I feel like it wouldn't be as organized. Which, it's good that it's organized. I'm feeling cold. The air conditioning is so strong. Yeah, so sorry. I guess I didn't sign it in a good space, huh? これ私の手合わせるサイン書いたんだけど、一番最後になんかめっちゃ焦って場所見つからなくていい場所なんか雨降るところで書いたんだけど、あれなかなかみんな入れなかったのかな And then I saw someone like taking a picture of it actually and like hovering their hand over it. Was that like a rule? Because I was intending you guys to actually touch it. That was my hope. Maybe there were staff that were saying, don't touch! Or what? I wonder you guys to actually touch it. Touch my hand! My hand was on there too! いけなかった。悲しいな。みんなと手合わせたかった。いけなかったってそんなに混んでたのやばいな。People are saying they couldn't go. Like, was it that busy? Instructions unclear. Too sacred to touch. No, touch please. I did it for you. I even had like around my hand. I had like an outline of marker around my actual hand because I drew around my hand. I outlined it, and then it was like I did it with an orange pen, so I had orange marking around my fingers. Funny. Yeah. Could be a hygiene thing. I don't know. But I kept this idea a secret until the end because I didn't want people to like copy my idea because I thought I was a fucking genius for it. And afterwards I told some people and they're like, oh my god, Kiara, that's amazing. That's so good. That's such a genius thing. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I kept it secret. It's hard being a trendsetter, It's hard. Sweet idea, right? I was like, I don't want to just sign things. I want to have an original, cool idea. Yeah. このサインはね、自慢のサインですよ。このアイディア。手を合わせるサイン。Yeah. I'm a genius! Okay. So there were several places for us to sign, and we did that. We ran around doing that. And then it was food time. Sorry. I'm just like choking because I have to talk and breathe through my mouth. So they prepared food for us to try. And this is not what I ate, but I took a picture of the burger. The Mikometto burger. What do you think? I wonder if it was good. I mean, I'm not really a fan of like 2 patty burgers. So, and generally, I usually go for chicken burgers, but depends. So I didn't go for this one. I got the smock bento. そうだね。一緒にご飯食べてたね。Are those nuggies? Those are nuggies, yeah. Burger looks better than spaghetti. Spaghetti? There was spaghetti? There was spaghetti? There was spaghetti? I don't think there was spaghetti. Oh, you mean your spaghetti? Serving burger, fries, and... Sorry. The cheese slices. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually like go for burgers like this, so I can't really judge it. Yeah, but we all sat down on tables. So okay, here we go. You guys want this kind of knowledge. Even the seemingly small knowledge, I know you guys are like, thriving on that. So I know you guys. I'm gonna serve you exactly what you want. So table. Yeah, I think there were even more tables, but we were like around these tables, and there were like approximately 4 to 5 chairs around. Yeah, probably more like 5, and like I think this was the ID table mostly. They were maybe spread on 2 tables or so. And they were so loud and so excited and so hyped. Like the whole time, ID was always like, even when we like got together in the beginning, before going to the venue, they were like always so excited and the loudest. You could just hear them from far away. When we gathered everybody, and like Ollie's energy is very, very strong. Yeah. It felt like school. It did! I wanted to say that. It felt like a school trip, like a class and all that. いや、なんか本当になんか学生時代を思い出すような生き生きした雰囲気でしたね。特に ID はみんなうるさかった。And like, oh my god, at some point, I think, it wasn't even about Yago. There was some like staff that I didn't even really know like who exactly they were, but apparently ID was very aware, and when they introduced themselves, ID sang them a whole song, like a cheer. Like they all screamed in sync and were like da, 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 something like that, And I'm like, what? Why does this person deserve a cheer like that? What's going on? Ooh, homma. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. No idea. I don't think it was a manager. It was more like a producer kind of person or something like that. Yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, like some of the staff like talked to us. Yago was there too, I think. But so everybody like spreads on the tables, and you surely want to know where did Kiwawa sit with whom? Because like this is the interesting shit. This is the shit that you analyze. You love to analyze it, don't ya? So me and Guba, even though there were more seats, shared one table. And like I think this was a table with like Fuamoko, Nerissa, and some other myth. I think Ina was there, and so on. And he was like Kwasani, and some other, I think, Promise Girls and so on. But like here was just me and Kuba. We were like, loner. I don't know about loner, but like we just like, I feel like we were mostly just like a bit overwhelmed. Surprising, right? That I was overwhelmed with things at all. Like, cause also for the signing, I feel like me and Kuba, we were like mostly like just wandering around alone-ish. Yeah. This does remind me of school. So here together with Guba and me, we were eating our food, and it was cute. Guba was like excited about all the little merch. We also, we got some merchandise too, and she had her own drink, right? A Guba drink, and there's like a little like paper, thick-ish paper of her tail stuck in the drink, and she like took it out and then she wiped it with like sanitizing wipes and all that, and brought it with her. Like she's like collecting everything, and I was like, Kuba, do you actually collect like all the merch and all that? like I try to keep it as little as possible. But like she even collects like these like little paper thingies that come with the food. I'm like, damn, where do you put all these things? Because it's like it's so much. It just gets so much. So if anything, I try to keep it at like Myth group merch, and my own solo merch is mostly what I keep or like try to receive. And the rest, when they offer it, I turn down because it gets so cluttered, and with most of the stuff I can't even do anything. But yeah. Where were the other Myth girls? They were around on these tables. It was just me and Gooba here. I just kind of stuck with Gooba a lot of the time. Yeah. In the bus, we sat differently. I think I was sitting. Like sometime I was sitting next to Narisa. One time I was sitting close to Kobo, and she kept on like, cause she was like, Kobo was sitting here. Oh my god, this is so hard to see. So we were like, you know, like there were seats, and then there were single seats, and like this, and the path in between, right? Bokubo, the whole bus, yeah. So for some reason, I was like, there was a seating plan, guys. Where was everyone sitting? There was a seating plan, and I was like, why am I sitting alone? Why did people put me to sit alone? But I think, oh yeah, here was Kwasoni. There's so many K's, and behind me was Ina. So Kobo was here, and then she kept on like looking back, and she's like, "Mommy," and like we interacted like through diagonally over the seats. Yeah, she was like, "Mommy." Yeah, when we were holding hands a little bit and this and that, and then I noticed Kwasoni and Ina were constantly 24/7, like throughout the whole ride. They were like talking about one topic, and I don't know if they. I think Crony would probably be fine with it, but I don't know about Ina. If they let's say they talked about like manga the whole time, and I'm like, the whole time I'm just like kind of like not listening purposefully, but they're right behind me and next to me, so you know I just like hear it, and I'm like, what's going on? Why do they know everything, every single piece of creation that they talk about? They're like, oh yeah, I know that one, I saw that one, and yeah, oh this one, yeah, totally, I know that one, oh, and they the whole time they talk about these things. I'm like, how come they read all of them? How? How do they know every single thing they read? Like they just know, and so I turn around, I'm like, how what, how? And then the crony in detail explains to me how they all have like the same tropes, and you know they just like happen to all know the same ones, and blah blah blah. Yeah, webtoons. And I was like, I accidentally misspoke one time, and I was like weebtoons, and I'm like, wait, that's not even that unfitting. Yeah. It tells me about these like isekai webtoons, and I'm like, okay, I have no idea about any of this. And then I told Crony, yeah, sorry, I can't really relate because I don't read that kind of stuff. I don't read manga either, and I don't really watch anime. And then Kwasoni connected with me. I felt connected because she was like, yeah, actually, I also don't watch anime at all. I'm like, oh my god, okay, why? And we both like kind of agreed that we just maybe kind of grew out of it, and it's just like we don't feel the tingle anymore, and don't feel so I don't know. It's just like all the it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. Yeah. I tried though. Recently I tried watching Dungeon Meshi. But I don't know. I can't relate. I don't know. そう、クロニちゃんとちょっとね、クロニちゃんとコブちゃんバスでなんか周りに座ってたからちょっと喋ってたな。And then one thing I gotta say, Kwasani. I was really surprised because like the last time I saw her, I felt like she was dressing more like, you could say tomboyish, but I don't want to necessarily say tomboyish. It just was like not a dress. It was just like, you know, pants and all that. So I was like, naruhodo, that's her style. But then this time, I feel like I had a completely different impression of her because she was really girly and she was wearing dress and wow, her makeup was so pretty and she was just really, really, really cute and had a different aura than usual. So I told her that I was surprised about it and she was very amused with it too. Yeah. Cool Cronster. So this yeah, the versatility of Kwasoni. She dressed up for the occasion. I don't know. I really don't know what's like more common with her. I saw like two sides of her now, and I don't know which one is the more common one. So I had some nice conversations with Kwasoni here. And yeah, so interaction was kind of like this. Every once in a while I would like poke Wayne. I'd be like, hi Wayne, talk. Yeah, and I would just sometimes say like hi when I saw her around while she was signing stuff and all that. Or wherever I saw her. Yeah. Yeah, and then Nerissa and Fuamoka were having a lot of fun together. I saw. I didn't really want to intrude on the Advent TT, so I stayed away from that. Except for the end, like when we drove back. I was sitting next to Nerissa, and I told her, Nerissa, my throat is so fucked. I need to stop talking now, okay? And she's like, okay, no worry about it, no worries. And then I talked anyway. I tensed it anyway, and she's like, you need to be quiet, Kiwawa. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet now. And I couldn't stop talking. I had so much to say. It's like the curse, guys. Did you ever see Fuawa and Mokoko apart? No, except one time, there was an occasion where we sat down somewhere at a table. I sit here, and like Fuawa and Mokoko sit like here, and like no, before even. Excuse me. Before even like both of them could sit down, Nerissa sits down here, and I'm like, whoa! Nerissa separating them. But then later on, it's like she kind of gave up on it because I don't know. They Fuamoko just ended up sitting together again. It just happens. It just naturally happens. Before I could notice, they were sitting differently, and Nerissa was like here, and Fuamoko were here. I had them all across me. She separated them. No, I was excited about that. Yo, like, oh, you got some guts to separate them. Nice. ちょっと待って。That comes from deep within, like my love for you. You know, it's coming from like really deep below. So yeah. Excuse me. ごめんなさい。Nice. 鼻血出そう？そうやな。私もそう思ったけど出ないんだよね。I'm okay. Yeah, maybe I have a sinus infection. Maybe. So, okay. Where were my tangents? I'm not even getting anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, so I invaded Ina's and Kwasone's conversation. I stayed with Glubadiba a lot. I kept on like complimenting her cuteness and her huggability. I was like, Guba, I don't know why I feel so good to hug. I kept on hugging her. And she was like always so tere, like like yeah. Yeah. Iris, you know, I want to say thank you to Iris because when my throat started feeling weird, I actually randomly ran into her. In a hotel lobby. I randomly ran into her and I'm like, Iris, what are you doing here? And then I tell a little bit about my current state of health. And then she tells me about a yogurt that I have right here as well right now. なんかアイリスちゃんにね会ったなんかたまたまばったり会った時に日本のヨーグルトをおすすめされててなんか喉が痛いって言ったら R1 のプロビオヨーグルトを食べるといいよって言われて She told me there's this yogurt that's probiotic that she always eats when she has like a sussy throat and when she feels like something's coming. And it was too late for me already, but I still felt like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, probiotic yogurt. So I ate it and it really soothed my throat. So I want to say thank you, Iris, for helping me out with that. Yeah. R1, yeah. めっちゃ押してくれそうなのかな基本常に押してるのかな私もおすすめされてて食べてみたら確かに喉がねぬるぬるになりましたなんかぬるぬるっていうかその瞬間ちょっと癒された喉がThanks Iris It's so good to save my stomach problems Yeah, she knows some good things. Big Tascano Iris. She's talking about it a lot lately. Nice, I got her not so secret insider knowledge. It tastes like a normal yogurt, and I'm sure there's like many yogurts like this, you know. But I'm glad she shared it with me. 英語で話するよもちろん英語で。She's been spamming that lately. Oh, I see. So everybody knows. Okay. Oh, what? Really? Okay, moving on. Or was there something else here? About the expo, like us checking out the expo. Let me think. I think some people, some girls met Yago for the first time and they got really nervous about it. I'm like, like the moment they saw Yago, they were like, oh, wait, is that Yago? I'm like, yeah, this is Yago. Yeah, this is Yago. And they're like, oh my god, yabe. And they start fangirling and like screeching and like, yabe. freaking out, and I'm just like, well, yeah, I mean, I've seen him a million times now. Yeah, they freaked out so much. Yes! Risu! Yeah, I finally talked to Risu! That was, finally, my collection is complete. When I finally saw her for the first time, I was like, whoa, Risu, are you Risu? She's like, yeah, Kiwawa. I'm like, oh my god, hug. And we hug, and we didn't talk that much in the end, but it was good to finally get to see her properly, talk to her and all that. Now, my collection is complete. Ultra rare best girl. She was amazing in the concert, wasn't she? Her singing, wow. Every year you gotta look forward to Risu's performance. Because, she's amazing. We were like backstage, and everybody was like, whoa, that's our girl, let's go. She's nuts, literally. リスちゃんね、初めて会った、ID のみんなにもすでに会ってたんですけど、ずっとね、リスちゃんだけね、会ってなくて、やっと会えたし、マジでコンサートで上手だったな、本当に。Lisa's performance of Sing Out is amazing! She always delivers. Yeah. So comfy to listen to her, and like she just blows you away. So okay, let's talk about the D-Day. The first. So I couldn't sleep well. Didn't sleep much. That was problem number one. Yeah, and I was already feeling like a little bit oozy-doozy. I don't know if that's a word. But I was feeling like sussy already, but I was ready. I was ready to rumble. The adrenaline was keeping me on my tippy toes. And so me and Guba went to the venue together. With our managers, like everybody, like we weren't in like smaller groups. I think Bales like joined a little bit later when we were already there, and dressed up in our stage outfits. But yeah, me and Guba came in, and when we came into the like backstage room thingy, there were only I think 2 other Japanese members already there. And so we greet them, and then we immediately were asked to change in our outfits. It was really early, yo. Really early. Really early. So early. Like I was like, what are we gonna do all these hours? But yeah, really, look, there was some boredom, but a lot of time to think about what we should do in our MC, and to chit-chat with other members and so on. And before the concert started, like earlier before that, the expo was starting, so we were like watching on Gemma's laptop. I was watching, everybody was like watching somewhere like the some of the footage of the beginning of the expo stream. But yeah, so we go in and we get passed over our clothes to change into. Me and Guba go into changing room. It was set up like a hospital. I was like, this looks like a hospital, doesn't it? And Guba's like, yeah, you're right. Oh my god, I thought the same thing. And so we change and we discuss our outfits. Like, oh, this looks kind of funny today, doesn't it? And then, we start like getting ready and doing like checks, like technical checks and this and that. And then the technical checks are over, and in the meantime, more and more Japanese members are coming in. So I'm like saying hi to everybody, and giving everybody a hug. Yeah. And そうですね、ちょっと待って。I connected with Konne again. When I saw her, I was like, Konne. Hi, Konne senpai, what's going on with this? I'm like, hi. And she's like, immediately she apologizes to me. Because of some like plans that she like didn't follow up on, and like several occasions where I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's fine, just and then she's like, next time we can do it next time, and I'm like, oh, you want to? Like this time she said it from herself, out of her own, and not necessarily the double date, more like other things. I was trying to get her to be in my birthday live, and originally she said yes, and then scheduling and other things, I guess, happened, and it didn't happen. And then she apologized to me in person this time. I was like, oh, it's fine. And she said, next time, I totally wanna, do it next time. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Well, then I'm gonna start planning you in. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but there's always a next time. Usually. So, yeah. And then I was like happy because like she seemed very open to connecting again. So I was like sticking to Korone a little bit, and I like massaged her, right? I gave her a massage because like she was in the off time where we didn't have anything to do. She was like kind of falling asleep on the table, and so I was like, what if I start giving her a random massage? So I start massaging her, and she's like, ita. She says like, it hurts, it's so strong, it hurts. And I'm like, yeah, but it's a good pain, right? She's like, yeah, you're so good. And she was really enjoying my massage. And then I go in with the elbow for the first time. People always tell me my massage is good, which I think is because I know where it feels the best. Because I go to so many massages, but my hands are small and my fingers are weak, so I can't really do that much. Like I only can do a good massage around the neck and the top of the shoulders, because that's where I can get some grip. But besides that, my hands are too small to get grip anywhere else. But now I tried with my elbow, and I could go in behind her shoulder blades and all that. She was like, holy shit, yo, let's go. She was moaning quite a bit. And then I found a spot that, that goes like, you just feel like something is like moving around, right? Every time you go over it. And I found a spot like that, and she was like, oh, soko. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's it, I feel it too. I'm like, yo, I'm making Korone happy with my massage. Let's go. Yeah. And then I stopped and was like, Korone, if you want more, I'm gonna visit you, okay? And she's like, yeah, please. And she told me, we started watching Wednesday, the show, over at her place a long time ago last year, and I asked her if she continued watching it, and she said, no, of course not, because like we promised to watch it together. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. So I don't know, probably no time this time, but maybe next time I'm in Japan again, I can visit her again, and we can continue watching Wednesday. Yeah. Season 2? No, just season 1 for now, but I hope season 2 comes out, yeah, just for myself, because I already watched season 1. So, okay. What else? I just had some small conversations here and there. I talked with Aki-senpai quite a bit, and I talked with Koyoni quite a bit. Yeah, everybody was so nice, and it was like, it was just so nice to be with everybody and hanging out with everybody. It was a really cool experience. And then there was time for lunch-ish, something like lunch. That turns transparent? ちょっと待って. What's this? Oh. Let's make new. Okay. So, this time it wasn't bento. They actually had some kind of catering. ご飯の時の話したいです。当日の本番の時のご飯。Oh, did I say Koyori senpai again? No, right? So anyway, they say, lunch or whatever is served, and everybody, the Japanese members, they immediately like run for it. They all together in a big group, they run for it. And like Gura gets up for a moment because she sees everybody going there and thinks like, oh, I guess it's time. And I stay seated because I'm like, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. Like they're gonna take a while until they all have their food, and I don't want to just stand in line out there. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna chill. No need to rush. And so Gura sits down again, seeing how I'm waiting, because she wants to go with me. So after everybody comes in with their food and they're done, I'm like, okay, good. Now we go. So she follows me, and here, okay. Oh shit. Where's the pen? This is the pen. So here's like a catering table-ish thing, and there's a salad section, and there's something that was like avocado with something, and then there were like two like pork dishes, and then there was some other stuff, and rice and soup. Oopsie. ちょっと待って. Yeah, kind of like that. And then, yeah, here were the plates and the cutlery and this and that. I'm her emotional support. I think it's so cute how she just stayed with me. I have full control over Guba. So I go first, right? I go first. And Guba is like next to me, okay? Here. So we start, and I'm like, no, I don't want this. And I explain what everything is to Guba, right? And then I say, no, I don't want this. And then what does she do? She doesn't. The first was salad. I'm like, okay, I'll take the salad. And they give me stuff from the salad. And Guba takes the salad. Okay, we move on. It's the avocado stuff. I'm like, no, I don't want that. And I explain to Guba what it is, and she sees me not taking it, and then she also just doesn't take it. And we move on. And then there's some pork stuff, and I'm like, I gotta eat something, so I guess, yeah, I'll take it. And they put some stuff into my plate, and then I tell Guba what it is. She takes the same thing. And then we move on to the next. And it's another, like, pork thing. And I'm like, yeah, I guess a little bit. And then Guba hears what it is from me, and she takes the same thing. Okay. I'm like, I see what's going on here. Yeah. I sense a pattern. Then there's something that I don't like. I say, no, thank you. And then I tell Guba what it is, and she's like, okay, no, I don't want it. And I move on to the next one. And it's like, I think it was some kind of rice. I didn't really feel like eating it because it had like seafood in it, but I was like, okay, I gotta eat something. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And I tell Guba what it is, and she's like, okay. So she takes the same thing again, and then I think there was maybe one more thing where I said no, and Guba also was like, okay, no need then. Yeah, I don't need it. No, fine. No, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay, here, Guba, here's soup. Do you want some soup? Because I want some soup. And she's like, yeah. Soup, yeah, please. So we ended up with the same exact plating. There were so many dishes. And the ones I didn't want, she didn't want. The ones I took, she took. And so I was like, Guba, even we have the same, like, kind of taste, and, like, you know, we look at things and we decide if they're appetizing to us or not, if we want them or not, and we have the same kind of like feeling about that, intuition, or you just want to do the same thing as me. I don't know. Either way, I'm flattered. I'm happy. And then we go eat. And I feel like we both also like kind of didn't have that much of an appetite to begin with, and yeah, we ate like the same amount pretty much, and the soup was really good though. The soup was really good for my throat. Yeah. Then there was one time. Okay, so this is without Guba. I'm sorry, but this is the I have a coffee incident and a water incident, I think. Huh? No, is it the same thing? No, it's different. Coffee incident and water incident. Okay. So, why do I even make two of these? Doesn't matter. So there was a... okay. There's two water boilers, I guess. And there was one coffee... coffee machine, which I think also dispenses hot water if you really wanted to. And then there were like tea bags and coffee and like everything that you can imagine there. So, and also there were like snackos. So I go here and I'm like, okay, I gotta make some tea, my throat hurts. And so I take a cup and I put the tea bag in and everything. And then I stand in front of this like coffee machine. I'm like, how's this work? Somehow I don't know. Even though normally I know how to work these machines, I didn't know how to work it. And I had a tea bag in my cup, right? And I had honey in there too. And then a staff comes by and like a cute staff, she shows me this button, and then I put my cup underneath, and she pushes the button, and she's aware. Shut about that. Nice. And she's aware that I need water, right? Hot water. But she pushes the button for the coffee, and the coffee comes out. And we're like, but that's coffee! We panic. And she's like, gomenasai, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Should I like pour this out and still drink it? I don't know. Maybe I just pour out the coffee and then just, put water on top. She's like, no, let's make a new one. And we make a new cup. And then she's like, okay, this time we're gonna get it right. This time, like, she puts it under the coffee machine again, though. And I'm like, what's she doing? She was really pawned because she puts it under the coffee machine again and is about to press the button again. I'm like, coffee yanka. I'm like, this is coffee though, you know that? And she's like, yeah, right, sorry. And she laughs embarrassedly because we just had this, we know what I need. I need water, and then we finally get the water. I don't know, she was so pawned. Really cute. I'm like, don't worry about it, it's funny to me. And then another time, I go get another cup of tea, right? And I'm like, I go to the water machine, and I know how the water machine works. The お湯出したくて、またお茶しに来ましたね。So I go to the water boiler, or whatever you call it. And I press the button. Nothing comes out. There's like a lock button, and then you press the lock button, and then you press the like go button. And I press the lock button, and press the go button, but nothing comes out. And I used it before, but suddenly it's not working anymore. And so Kanata senpai walks out. I see her and I'm like, oh, hi Kanata senpai. And she's like, oh, what's up? And she walks over, and then she decides she has to help me, okay? So she like tries it and it doesn't work. And we're like, oh, weird. We go to the next water machine. Somehow it also doesn't work. And it seems like maybe the electricity, just the cable was connected, but somehow the electricity isn't working. We followed the cable, and the cable was plugged in, everything. I don't know why. We were confused why it wasn't working. And so this is the water boiler, right? When opened. And there's like there's water inside. So you're not supposed to do it this way, but we open it up and, to check if there's water. And yeah, there's plenty of water, and it's hot too still. So I'm like, Kanata, maybe we should, like, I don't know, scoop it out. So I take an empty cup, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this. But then I was like worried about my fingers. I was worried I'm gonna burn my fingers when I dip it into it. I wasn't sure how to do it. And then Kanata senpai's like, let me do it. I'll do it. I can do this. And she really, with skill, elegantly, without touching the water with her fingers once, she scoops the water, pours it into my cup. Scoops the water, pours it into my cup. Scoops the water, pours it into my cups, and so on until I had a full cup. And I'm like, Kanata senpai, I love you. Much tension. I'm like, you're an angel. Did you know? I think you must be an angel. And she's like, I always has been. And then I tweeted that out. And that was funny. Kanata senpai helping me get my tea. So sweet. What a Chad. Yeah, very helpful. And then so from the beginning, on like once we like me and Gura got together early in the morning, we were like thinking, what could we do for the MC? And they gave us like a rough pattern to follow. And not everybody, I think I said this in my Twitter space, not everybody got the same pattern. I think depending on where your MC was in the concert, they wanted you to do something specific that fits that moment, right? And we were like in the middle-ish, so they wrote down do the wave, say hi, do introductions, do the wave, and then do the capture the moment thing, and that's pretty much it. The rest we can do whatever we want. But even the wave, I would say, was of course optional. We don't have to. It's just like an idea, I guess. So I love doing the wave. So I was ready to do the wave. But wait. So we were like, Kuba and me were on a table here. There were many tables here. People were like down here. There were more here. Most Japanese senpai were like down here, and then Kone and Botan were here ish, and Aki senpai and Matsuri were on this table, and me and Gura and Bales after a while too, and Genma and Guba manager was here. We were sitting there, right? And so anyway, I went around because I wanted to make sure. I looked, I've tried to find all the MC couples, okay? Everybody was here. I thought so. So I go to all the MC couples. I'm like, はい、すみません。MC って皆さん何をやる感じですかね? I ask everybody what they do. And they all tell me, oh yeah, we do this. Nobody mentions a wave. Nobody! And so I'm like, okay, I can do the wave then. We can do the wave. I tell Gura, okay, we can do the wave. And then we plan our whole MC around it. We still, like, I had the idea to still do a Japanese lesson. I was like, Gura, what do you think? I don't know if this is interesting, but this is the only thing I can think of right now. What about me teaching you some new Japanese? I think the Japanese people over there will love it because they are so freaking all over your Japanese, and people all know the boku boku ni suru zo phrase that I taught you. So how about we follow that up with something new that is like similar? And she's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I like that. So I start thinking up some things that I could teach her, and like thinking of a whole conversation that would have a good flow and that makes sense, with maybe, you know, like some tsukomi and some boke. Yeah, I came up with like, you know, so first I taught you boko boko. Now, how are you feeling now? You're nervous, right? So our legs are puru puru. It's another similar word. I thought it would be cute. And then we can like move our legs like that. So that would be cute, right? And then she's like, yeah, that's good. And then I'm like, okay, we need maybe another one because this is not enough. How about now I say, so you're nervous, so that makes you sweaty. So how about 尻尾がネバネバ? But that's actually a little bit spicy, possibly. So I was hoping for the audience to be like, whoa, woo, 尻尾がネバネバって言ったらお客さんの反応がこううわーやばいっていうような反応してくれるかなと思ってたら確かにそれっぽい反応されてたのでナイスバッチリでしたね。And then I told her to be like, oh, what does that mean? I'm like, oh, no, nothing. Sticky and slimy is what that means. And she's like, no, it's beautiful. I'm like, yeah, okay, then that means sara sara, 尻尾がサラサラ. That's how you say it's clean. But anyway, that was like the whole like conversation that I scripted. I thought of beforehand for us to like, I thought we needed, because we were so nervous, we needed something to, just go by. We didn't like have the script in front of us or anything, and I wish we had, because I tried to keep all the talking points in my brain. And it was difficult. I was nervous. It was such a big audience. Yeah. And then we're like behind the scenes, behind the stage, right? And we're like through the monitor, we can like watch the others, what's going on, and all that. And the first MC happens. The first MC. And they do the wave. I'm like, there's a screen here, and we all like ended up like gathering around it, And Gura stayed here though, and then I see the wave, and I look back. I'm like, yabe. And she looks at me, and she's also like, yabe. We just give ourselves these like yabe eyes. For hours we were under the impression we can do the wave, and I'm like, I mean, in hindsight we probably could have, but I wanted to like not be too repetitive, and then on the very last stage 3 there were like four wave MCs or so in the end, so maybe I could have done the second wave, yeah, but in that moment I thought maybe it's not good to repeat it, maybe now I gotta come up with something else. So we got together. I'm like, oh, I go over. I'm like, emergency meeting, Guba. What else can we do? And Guba wanted to do some kind of like call and response. So I'm like, okay, leave it to me. I'll plan out the call and response. So we were thinking we're gonna do like some kind of battle where you wanna like split the audience in half, 2 sides, and they also will change their colors, right? Into orange and blue, and like split it like this, and then we're gonna see who's louder. So Guda will say domo, and they say domo, but I think they ended up saying same desu. Guda was thinking they would say domo, but while we heard everything, the acoustics were kind of confusing, so I don't think we heard clearly what people were saying. Obviously the acoustics were weird, so anyway, it was just a loud screaming. And then I say, okay, kikiriki. That was the plan. And then I was like, we need a few more, right? So I told Gura to think of like, what was it, 2 more, 3 more? I think 2 more words to make them scream. So my second one would have been KFP, and my third one, I don't remember. Would have been something else. And then after doing that, like back and forth, we would have gone like, okay, how about hololive together, and then capture the moment, and that would have been it. But then, then it did not go according to keikaku at all. So we had an invisible timer in front of us. Oh wait, I have pictures for this. This was also like the pose. Like right before we like go like kira 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 kira, you know, sparkle in. We were like on standby, right? Standing there, and we were gonna do something else, I think, in the beginning. But in the very 1 second before the sparkle shows up, Gura changes her pose and like changes the plan. I'm like, we're doing that? Okay. So I swear, like 1 or 2 seconds right before. So I went along and it ended up being like this. Yeah. Because originally we were gonna be like very much like unbothered. Like we were just gonna face that way. No, I guess that way. Away from the audience and be like completely surprised that we're here, like confused where we are and like, hi Gura, hi Kiwawa, how are you? Oh my god, where the fuck are we? Oh my god, that was the plan. And then suddenly, we still did a little bit of that, but Gura did this cute pose. It was a good cute pose, very cute. So good idea, Guba. Just a little bit last second. Yeah, it was fun though. Like it was really funny, and I had a good time, even though it was stressful. And so I was watching the timer, right? And it was like they told us we should do maximum 5 minutes, maximum. And so I was keeping an eye on it, and on my fingers I had some notes. I had some keywords like kikeriki and KFP, like all the keywords for the back and forth, you know? And also the neba neba and the sara sara. I wrote that on my hand too because I was worried I would forget the words. I had it pretty ingrained in my brain, but I was still thinking like the nervosity is gonna make my mind go completely blank. It did partially make me go pretty blank, so it's good that I wrote it down on my fingers. I haven't done that since freaking school. なんかね、学校時代以来に指になんかメモしましたね、私。なんかネバネバとかサラサラを指の上にちょっとボールペンでメモりました。Yeah. There was no sweat. There was no sweat because it was mostly cold. You couldn't even sweat. Yeah. So I was looking at the time and like the beginning, because we heard the audience cheer, and obviously it makes us excited, and like the time was passing by so fast, and we didn't like immediately go into our introductions. So like, you know, it was like wobbly. So we already wasted like a whole minute, I think, until we went to our introductions, and then like everything took so much time, and I really tried to hurry. Gura told me, by the way, she doesn't remember anything. She was like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm like, okay. So right before it starts, right, I explained her the whole rundown again. I'm like, this and this and this and this and this. And then like 5 seconds later, she's like, I don't remember. I don't know. I'll leave it to you, Mama. I'm just gonna leave it to you. I'm like, no problem. Leave it to me. I think I have it all in my brain. So just follow my lead. And she's like, yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah. I wanted to be reliable, so I focused really hard. I wanted Gura to be able to rely on me and not have to worry about anything. So I tried to stay cool. And then I noticed we were like starting to do our call and response, but it was already 4 minutes in. And I'm like, that looks very freaking difficult. I don't think we can do it all. I was thinking that, and I was hoping that Gura maybe was looking at the clock too. But she told me afterwards that she didn't see it at all. She didn't even like realize there was a timer there. She wasn't aware, and I tried to make her aware though by pointing at it. I thought maybe she has seen it, but it turns out she didn't like realize anything. And that's why she was also kind of confused when I was breaking the call and the response off. Like she said "domo," and I said "domo." I said "kikiriki," they said "kikiriki," and I noticed the time is at like 4:30 or something. And then she says "domo" again, and I'm like, "Gura, domo again? Okay. I thought we were doing different words. This is gonna maybe take a while." As she was already straying off her path, I was like, "This is yabe. This is yabe. I need to stop this." So I was like, how about we're just gonna be friends now. Let's be friendly and just just say hololive together, all together. No more fighting. And she's like, oh really? Why not? We wanna do like something together. No more battle. I'm like, yeah. And I think at that moment I point at the clock, and people were thinking I was pointing at the audience. No. I was like, Kura. I was trying to do telepathy to her. We gotta hurry this up. We only have like 20 seconds left or so. I think we were, in the end, we were even over 5 minutes, and we were being told to wrap it up. Like, not told by voice, but just told by pointing at the clock. Look, and pointing at the script that only said "capture the moment." I'm like, I gotta segue into this. Yabe. So, I break it off. I do a quick hololive, and I see the staff strongly pointing at capture the moment, probably being angry why I'm now doing hololive. I'm like, trust me. I'm segueing into it. I'm wrapping it up. I'm very aware of the time. Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to like make this somewhat natural. And then from hololive we went into capture that moment. And our pose, by the way, was supposed to be like we were taking pictures of you guys. I don't know if the pose was recognizable, but that was the intention. Yeah, capture the moment already. Come on. A big rapid ups. I didn't need a big rapid ups, and I noticed. It's okay. Like Gura was following my lead, so it's okay. Just rely on me. Yeah, capture the moment became a little bit of a meme, didn't it? Yeah, trust the wawa, trust the process. So this, and that was really exciting. That was it. It was really fast and crazy, but I'm so happy I got to do it with Kuba. Yeah. Really happy. Bonding more and more with Kuba. Ever since like last year, like around the 3D debut time already. I was bonding a lot with Kuba, and then soon after that, I think we found out that we were gonna be together in the hololive summer theme song, as the only ENs in our song, and so that made us bond a lot because we knew that we were going to Japan together for that, all that. So we were bonding quite a bit since then, looking forward to it and enjoying our time together. And then now we're like together again for the MC. So yeah, I don't know. I think we've grown to be very comfortable around each other. Yeah, Station Archive. Yeah. Sorry. そうなんかうちらなんか去年の 3D デビューの時一緒になんか住んでたので、その時から結構仲良くなってて、でそのすぐ後にホロライブサマーに青春アーカイブに EN の 2人として一緒に出演するとか一緒に曲を撮るとかっていうのが決まってから、また2人やんかって気づいてめっちゃ仲良くしてたし、で今回また2人で MC ということで、もうかなりね、もう家族のような仲になりました。 Yeah. So, yeah, Station Archive was also one of the songs at the Honeyworks concert. So basically, I was in 2 songs. For the Honeyworks concert, I was... wait, I have fitting picture. Ta-da! Sorry, low quality. It's a screenshot from you guys. There were 2 stages. For the people who don't know... 2, I mean 3. For the people who don't know... and this is really cool because it's new. And this way, so until now, we were always having our expo in the event halls from the Makuhari Messe, okay? And then the Makuhari Messe has an adjacent live hall venue that we had been using for our lives until then. But we were definitely in need of a bigger venue. That one was already big, but we were outgrowing it, right? So what they did this year is they used some halls for the expo, but they used... How many halls is this? I think 3 halls? これ、ホール3つ使ってるのかな？どうだったっけな？ I think it's 3 halls. Which is insane. It's huge. It's way bigger than last time. And this time they were able to make like 3 stages. And you capture each moment. Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're there, sometimes... Oh wait, you can't see. I was drawing the stages. Sometimes they're on that stage, sometimes they're on that stage, you know? You gotta capture the right moment on the right stage and all that. Yeah, I think it's 3 halls. ね、3つ使ってるよね。すごいよね、本当に。She already thought there was a mirror. Oh! Because it's so big. Well, I can see how you might think that. That would be an insane mirror, though. So, the middle stage was kind of the main stage. But, like, here, I guess, in this case, we're over here, I think? Judging by... Judging by the view, I think we were here on this stage. The MC was the MC in the middle stage? I actually don't know where we were. I actually don't know. It was hard to grasp reality. Do you guys know? And where was my solo? It was hard to really grasp where the fuck we are. Like, yeah, the oshi gacha. Yeah, that's the only problem. I think there's good sides and downsides, yeah, to this. Like, the good side is that even, like, let's say there's only 1 stage and you get, like, a seat over here and there's no side stages. Yeah. Then you're kind of, effed, maybe. But this way, you're lucky because sometimes, you know, maybe there's something going on this stage. But then on other times, maybe your oshi appears here, but you're all the way over here. Yeah, it is what it is. But you know, you get more chances of being in the front than if there was only 1 stage. Perhaps you were the furthest from me most of the time. I'm so sorry. これね、なんかいいこともあって、めちゃくちゃ後ろの左の席だったとしても、たまにはめちゃくちゃ目の前にね出るということですね。でもまあたまにはめちゃくちゃ遠くにもいる。Gotcha positioning. I was lucky with the MC, but the left was obstructed from me. Yeah, as you can see in the picture, there's like a few big poles holding the venue together. I think, from what I've seen, they kept some space where there were no seats around it. But even then, I guess when you sit here and you look that, like, why am I doing this with squares? You look that way, I guess it could be obstructed. Yeah. But I think still, this is pretty dope because we can still stay in the same venue for the expo to be like next to us and have a bigger venue, be able to put way more people in. Yeah. Also, I mean, even if you can't see like straight over there, there's like screens here. Oopsie. Screens here. Big screens. Yeah. And then, there were like the seats. They were like generally facing that way. Right? They were facing... What is this? They were all facing that way. But I noticed when, for example, somebody was performing here, they all would turn over there and all look there, I guess. Except, could it be... I couldn't see so well, but like, could it be when like they're performing here, but all the seats that are the furthest away, I think they were just sitting down and like watching the screens? Maybe because it was sasugani like a little bit too far away. So they were just like chilling and watching the screens maybe? Is what the impression I had. Avant-garde art. That's right? Yeah. Yeah. Like maybe the middle would still like turn around and look over there. But the furthest people would probably just like watch the screens instead. I think that's what was trending. No, that did not happen. Oh, y'all also were like looking there? Oh, okay. Then I was wrong. I thought I had that impression at some point. Maybe that was just like during the MC or so. There was no sitting down? Oh my god, you guys must have been exhausted. Yeah, okay, wow. みんなずっと立ってた、マジか。で、毎回なんか方向を変えて。I wonder how that must have felt. Like the first time it happened, okay, we start with a big group song. And then it goes into a first solo. Like first everybody looked this way. I wonder when you see like someone appearing here, everybody must have just felt, okay, I guess we'll all look over there. And then how many thousands and thousands of people all turn around at the same time, just collectively decide, okay, this is the direction we're gonna look at. Why is this so fascinating to me? It's just so organized. I love it. My legs are dead. Oh, I'm sorry. I think it would have been okay to sit down during the MC, but it's hard to sit down when everybody else is standing, obviously. So I think for the future, I'll for MC, I'm gonna make it my goal to remember to tell people to sit down during the MC. Because if the actual performer tells people to sit down, then everybody will feel comfortable sitting down because everybody will be actually sitting down, not just like 5 people and then they can't see shit because everybody around them is standing. Yeah, I think Fubuki senpai told people in her MC, I think that was her, to sit down, and then people sat down. And I think, like, from my POV, like going to idol concerts that are like 2 hours long or so, I remember being really relieved when the idols would tell everybody to sit down, because then actually everybody would sit down and you just get a little break from a really exhausting concert so far. So next time I'm gonna make people sit. なんかね、さすがに長いしみんな疲れてるだろうし、 MC の時はもう今度はみんな座ってね、座っていいよ、座ってくださいって言おうかなと思いますね。なんか言わないとみんなやっぱりなんか座らないし、座りたくてもみんな立ってるから座りにくいし、Yeah. I'll remember that. I'll try to remember that next time. If I get to do an MC again. Yeah, it can be really tiresome. A lot of people also, they didn't just go to the fest. They also, like, before going to the fest, they were at the expo for a few hours. Like 2 hours or however long you can be there beforehand. Which sounds extremely stressful to me. Really stressful. People were like trying to pick up their merchandise and all that. And we're rushing over to the live venue. That was some points that I was talking about in my Twitter space, where I feel like maybe we should separate it. It's really convenient to have it all at the same venue at the same time, but maybe we should separate it so that this kind of stressful situation doesn't come up anymore, that you can enjoy both without having to like rush back and forth. Just enjoy both separately. Have a good time that way. Don't be scared that you're gonna miss out on something. 誰かの時に言われたけどみんな立ってて草だった。マジでなんか吹雪先輩とかなんか座っていいよとか言ってたんじゃないですかね。みんな座んなかったの？近藤ちゃん、私やるときはっきり言うわ。疲れたんでしょ、座りなさい、皆さん座ってください、みんないいか座れって言うよ。But you know, having it together is just more hype. Having both things together on the same weekend, it's just obviously more hype. But yeah, when you separate it, I don't know. Who knows, really? Not what I can decide. Yeah. マジか、立ってたのかなんで座らないんだろう。なんか周りが座らないから、じゃあ俺も座れねえなっていう感じなのかな。どうしたらみんな座ってくれるんだろう。Apparently, even when the MCs were telling people to sit down, they still like didn't get people to sit down. よく見たくて我慢して立ってた。でもみんな座ったらよく見れるじゃん。みんな座ってくれねえかな。The coolest thing ever! Like, I got to see this in the rehearsal really clearly. ちょっと待って。And then when the only concert that I got to see like properly, like where I was not involved in it, was the very last one. I was able to see properly from beginning to end pretty much. So there I could also see it in the live stream. But okay, free screens, right? Big ass hall. And they did this super cool thing. That was the coolest thing ever. They did like a laser. And they painted with the green laser. They painted the logo onto it. And then there were like these white light bars moving over. Whoa. And then they go like bzzz, and they do it here. And then you go back. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you follow it with your head and with your eyes. You follow the light bars. And then the laser goes like bzzz. That was so pretty cool. The first time I saw it in person, I was like, whoa, this is so crazy. And I saw it without people being in the venue, right? So I saw it like so clearly. It was so crazy, so futuristic. That was so cool, right? 演出マジでかっこよかった。初めて自分の目で見たとき、すげーと思って、これお客さん入ってなかったんですけど、リハの時こうなってて、すげー、これみんなびっくりするんだろうなと思って。I thought everybody would be like so fucking hype about this. Yeah, exclusive. That's why we're all setting up. It's a way to sit down. Well, yeah. I mean, if you guys have the power for that, go ahead and stand. But if in the future, if the MC tells you to sit down, then just sit down. Just take the nice offer to sit down and just sit down. You can still see. If everybody sits down, then you can see clearly, I would say. You just gotta, be part of the first step of sitting down. 盛り上がったやべえよな、マジで。That's so hype. I think I'm gonna talk about her. She served it all. This is her. Why do I still have this one up here? Oh, so many pictures. ちょっとね、話そうか。So, Chimera is my new song that is gonna be out in the first week of April. I was gonna release it immediately after the concert, but then everything... I don't even have the album, this like jacket artwork yet, and the MV is still in the works. And so yeah, the song has been done ages ago. Yeah, but some delays, so I can't release it right away. I hope you guys will still be hype, like not just you guys are obviously hype about it, but everybody who's not like a KFP who watches it all the time, who watches me all the time. I hope those people will still be hype about it, but it seems like I left a really good impression and people did like the song. I hope people really like the song. I think people really like the song. I think the impression was really good, even though backup vocals were missing. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm really glad. I was nervous about it because, so this song, just to give you guys a throwback, to remind you, or for people who don't know it, これ知らない人もいるかもしれないんですけど、12月からできてた曲なんですね。でなぜかっていうと、ユーロビジョンっていう大きなヨーロッパのイベントに出そうと思ってたんですよ。でも受からなくて、オーディションに。So there was a Eurovision song contest audition, and like we really spontaneously decided to apply because I realized really last minute that it was still going on. And at that time I was together with Moni, and I was like, Moni, would you be up for this? Let's go. Kiwa was Angels, let's go. And then within a really short amount of time we made the song, but I mean the demo was already there. It was one of their demos that they had, and I listened through all their demos. And I was like, which one out of these would be best for Eurovision? And even if we didn't make it for Eurovision, the thought was I can still release it on its own anyway. But yeah, this was out of the demos that they had, I thought this is probably the most hype. Still not necessarily like if we had time to make something from scratch, would have probably made something else. And even if there was no intention about Eurovision at all to begin with, then my next single would have probably also been something different. I probably wouldn't have gone for a theme like this. Like, this is kind of like, I would say, like, girl crush theme. In K-pop, you call this, I think, a girl crush theme. And it's kind of like Blackpink-ish. これね、K-pop で言うとなんかブラックピンクっぽい曲かな。本当はそれを次のシングルとして出すつもりなかったけどこうなっちゃっていろいろの流れで Yeah, so Eurovision rejected me! And then I had the song already and we're like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this thing where I perform an unrevealed song for the first time at the fest, because other people have done this before at like our hololive English concert, right? I think. And in the fest and all that, and I noticed it's always fucking hype when people are like, oh, what is this song? I don't know this song. Confusion. Is it a cover? Is it a new original? I mean, ideally there shouldn't be a confusion about it. Should know that it's a new original. But I think it's kind of hype. And I did tease you guys a little bit that, yeah, there was going to be something new performed. I would love to also, perform my album songs, but having the chance to perform something that's even newer that you guys didn't hear before was just too tempting. So I really wanted to do that. せやな、なんか出したことない曲をこの場で初めて披露できるきっかけなかなかないので、ちょっとやったことないしやろうかなと思って、みんな混乱すると思うんだけど、これ何の曲聞いたことねえなみたいな、これどうやって乗ればいいんだみたいな混乱もちょっと残念だけど、でも逆に盛り上がるよね、なんか。So for me, I was really nervous. It was kind of risky. Because I love it when the audience really like cheers along with the song, but when they don't know the song they can't do it. But this was kind of my specialty to like have the have like chants and all that and have people follow along. So that wasn't possible this time. I tried to get people to sing Kimeria, Kimeria, because I think it's pretty easy. That part is really easy. And I sing it so many times in the song, so you can, I think, pick it up. And I heard, I did hear the audience singing along when I was like, Moto moto, minna mo, minna mo. And I'm pretty sure I heard them sing They were probably like confused. I'm like, I hope I'm singing this right. I hope I heard it right. The Japanese bros especially were probably like, okay, I'll try. I'll give it a try. But they did well! ね、ちょっと一緒に歌ってた気がした。そういう風に聞こえた気がする。音響がちょっとあれだったけど、私の耳の中では、でも、なんか一緒に歌ってた気がする。ちょっと最後せめて最後はYeah, I was like, みんなも come on, sing with me. And they sang, Kimeria, na 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 na, Kimeria, na 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 na, Kimeria. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the VOD. Looking forward to it, to watch it together with you guys. Hopefully tomorrow, but the VOD is still not up, right? So maybe tomorrow I'll do the gaming stream first. Just in case, because don't know. They're taking so much time. But I want to watch it together with you guys. I'm craving that song. I'm so happy to hear that. Looking forward to the studio version, right? The studio version is so good. It's so good. There's, again, we usually, this is the same team that's behind Do You and Sparks and a lot of my album songs. And these songs that I make with this team, they rely very much on backup vocals. They have so many backup vocals that I would say, it's as important as any instrument in the instrumentals, like the guitar or the drums. I need ちょっと待って Okay. So, hey, I'm back. Sorry, I brought water and throat candy. I'm not gonna stream much longer, probably. I was saying, the backup vocal is really important. You guys remember when I played you the a cappella versions of previous released songs from me, which are just so beautiful and mind-blowing. I can't wait to let you listen to the one from Chimera. It's amazing. So to me, that's really important. And they were missing for the performance, but I was surprised about that. But hopefully you'll hear the version with backup vocals soon. Because some of the choreography is also kind of it needs the backup vocals. The kick, the little small kick that I did in the choreo, I was hoping you guys wouldn't point it out because it's a bit embarrassing, because that kick was going along to some backup vocals where it actually goes like ha ha hoo. You'll eventually understand later on. I'm glad they zoomed out. Yeah, apparently. But it's a bit embarrassing because I was like, what am I kicking for? You'll understand later on. But even without the backup vocals, it was fucking hype, right? I'm so glad it was received so well. I was so nervous about it. As I said, first of all, because people don't know it, so they don't know how to vibe with it. That's a big concern. And yeah, I'm just nervous. Shit, that water is cold. We need a zoomed version. Yeah, so maybe in the future you can see me dance this again. Also for the MV, haven't seen like any previews yet for the MV, but Kanoru is working on it. Kanoru told me that my motion capture is not perfect still. Like there's some apparently my thigh trackers are maybe a little bit wobbly. So we maybe have to cut some choreo parts just because it's looking wobbly, but we'll see. I hope we can keep a lot of the cool moves in the MV. Yeah, I gotta figure something out about that. Gotta let him work his magic, yeah. Is it workable? I think so. It should be mostly workable. I hope he sends me some preview soon. He's so sweet because he's in Japan, right? He also went to the expo and all that, and he's still working on it, on the MV, during all of this. Thank you. Can he use the concert chorus? What do you mean? He can't do anything with that. He doesn't have the data or anything like that. He has my data and he's gotta work with that. I have a teaser though. Yeah, the teaser. You guys don't know the teaser yet. I'm probably gonna release it like next Monday or so. Chimera, please look forward to it. It's a hype song, a badass song. That's basically an anthem of I don't need you. If you're a bitch to me, I don't need you. I'm strong and I'm good on my own or whatever. I don't know. Like, look at me. Look at how powerful I am. I slay every day. Kind of like that. So remember the Kuroe Wawa of collabo? Remember the Kuroe Wawa of collabo? The reason why I organized that is because around that time, I found out that they put me and Chloe together as a unit. I'm like, okay, time to bond. So I was like, Chloe-chan, looking at how things are gonna go, do you want to do an off collab? So, yeah. We were the last unit and also the last song before the last song, which was the big group song. Unit. Yeah, no, not. I mean, as in there are solo songs and there's unit songs. We're not like a unit like holotori, guys. Yeah. So we bonding speedrun kind of, yeah. So I was like, do you want to do an off collab? I mean, it's a nice opportunity. I'm in Japan, let's do it. So we had the off collab, and then after the off collab, I remember we had a deadline of like deciding or suggesting the song that because we can suggest songs. It doesn't mean that we'll get to do that song, but we can suggest it. And at the time I was like realizing how good Chloe's English is, and I asked her if she feels comfortable singing English songs, and she's like, yeah, totally, I would do it. And I'm like, okay, you know what, I think probably usually 100% almost of the unit songs, the non-solo songs, are usually Japanese songs. If we sing an English song because you're capable of it, then I think that will leave a big impression. It will impress people for your English skills, and it will surprise people that we're doing an English song in the first place. And she's like, oh, I like that idea. And I'm like, okay. At this moment, Kira just released very recently, like maybe 1 or 2 days ago, I think, his new song, original song, Wild Card. And I really loved it. I listened to it and I'm like, this is so cool. I want to perform this sometime. And then like it all just fell in place, you know? So I was together with Chloe Chan. Yeah, right. She's not my senpai, right? And I was like, Chloe, our deadline of suggesting the songs is coming up. You say you're open to singing an English song. How about we sing this one? And I let her listen to it, and she's like, oh yeah, that's real cool. That's really good, really good. Once again, I steal a Kira song, yeah, and make it my own. And so we suggested this one, and just as a backup, we suggested like another Japanese song. But we were really hoping for the English song to go through. And it went through, and I'm like, let's go! やっぱりなんか、英語の曲、ユニットの曲で歌うと、絶対みんなびっくりするだろうし、特にクロエちゃんはジャパニーズメンバーですからね。まあ英語ちょっとできるということで、ね。もうそのチャンスを使ってやりましょうよなんか。でちょうどその時なんか曲を決める時にキラさんの新曲が出てて、キラさんは私の曲全部作ってる感じですね今。So Kira made Chimera for me, my original song, but Wildcard was also Kira. So Kira, double Kira, Sparkly. I was representing Kira really hard during this concert. Yeah, Wildcard was fucking dope. It was really fun to do it with Chloe. I think we nailed it. We had a lot of fun with it. It was dope, and I didn't think too much of it when I saw that they put us second to last, aka the last before the final group song. I didn't think too much of it, but in hindsight, looking how the other concerts were, so to say, closed with big bangers before the group song by big hitters. In hindsight, also because you guys were saying it, I think in the hashtag, in hindsight makes me think, yeah, they must have put us there because they had high hopes and because they thought it was gonna be dope and gonna be exciting and a nice big finish. I didn't think about them putting that much value into it until it was over. But now in hindsight, I'm like, did they, put us there because they really thought it was gonna be insanely good or really cool and a big smash or whatever? I suppose so, because they put a lot of thought behind the order of the songs and all that, and the vibes of each song. Especially I think in the last concert they had 3 emotional songs in a row, and then a song that I think that was really well planned. That was nice. Yeah, they trusted us to deliver, and we delivered. We served. I'm so happy because I feel also in this concert, different from Horohani, thanks to me being able to perform 2 Kira songs that are both fucking badass, Chimera and Wildcard, having similar vibes as in being cool and badass and a little bit sexy. I think the impression I left this year was a really good one and a mature one. That's why I wrote on my shikishi, I wrote on my that what's the shikishi? That square thing that we signed. I wrote, KFP, I'm gonna show you a mature side of me or whatever. Yeah, so I think I did that this year. I'm shaking because it's really cold in this room. I'm freezing. But I'm proud of myself, and I'm looking forward to watching the VOD for real. 今年はねなんかソロ曲とユニット曲どっちもキラさんが作った曲でどっちも英語でどっちもなんかかっこいい大人系のちょっとセクシーな曲だったので今年私が残した印象がそんな感じでめっちゃ良かったんじゃないかなと思うんだよね。And then in Holo Honey I just showed my cute side with Kobo-chan. I mothered her. That was fun too. That was really cute. I feel actually I feel a bit more confident dancing cutely because I think it's easier. It's easier to dance cute than it is to dance sexy, and I have more practice in conveying a cute vibe through dance than a sexy one. And so dancing Ichinichi Hiro with Boko-chan is like more chill and fun and easy for me. But still, like I like both. I like to show both sides, and if I get the chance to do both, then I'm excited to do both. But I think I had a big focus on a mature Wawa in this first concert, so I think I left a good impression, and I want to follow up on that with my Chimera MV release ASAP, but we gotta wait a little bit. When it comes out, I hope you guys will hype it up and spread it all over. It's my first single since Do You, right? Because after that was the album, so it's been a while. Pineapple was in the album. So yeah, since Do You, my first solo single since Do You. So please support it when it comes out. キメラもうちょっと時間かかりますね。4月の1週間目に出したいんですね。本当はもっと早く出したいんだけどMV まだ作ってる最中なんでちょっと待ってもらうんですけど、at least once the VOD comes up, I hope everybody watches the VOD again and gets Chimera fresh in their mind again. And then I put out the teaser. I'm hoping the VOD comes out this week. And then the teaser refreshes it in your mind again, and then BAM! The MV and Spotify and whatever. I'm really excited for this one. I think for the release party, I'm gonna talk about it in detail, and I'm probably gonna have Moni in the stream as well to talk about the recording process, because she was here with me, actually in this very room right next to me, recording it together. She was coaching me. So we're gonna talk about that in detail, but I have to say, I had to go quite out of my comfort zone for this one. And I was feeling I can't do it. This kind of voice, I can't do it. But yeah, she supported me really well and coached me really well through it. And praised me a lot, and I felt more and more confident about it. So I have a good feeling about Chimera now, and yeah, looking forward to releasing it finally, properly. But this was a pretty big first taste of the song. It's even better, trust me. It's even better when you hear the studio version and all that, and the backup vocals. You served so hard. I aced my exams. Let's go! Congratulations! Yeah. As I said, I really would have loved to do retrospective with the live band, obviously, or Sleep Talking, or Pineapple, or TGW, and I would have loved to do all of these songs. But the fact that I got a fresh song and I didn't reveal to anyone yet that was newer than the album, I kind of had to, show it off, take the opportunity to show it off. So, yeah. そうですね。Let me check. Me and Kanatan. I was like actually like talking a lot with Kanata, if I think about it now, throughout the day. I was like flexing to her certain incidents of my friend Sarah Gutenberg. You know her well, don't you? We're all fans of Sarah Gutenberg. For people who don't know, that's just me. Okay. But I told her everything about Sarah Gutenberg's recent adventures of meeting her favorite idol, and I showed her a picture of Sarah Gutenberg with the idol, and she was like, "What the fuck, girl? You winning in life? Holy shit! What?" She was like really jealous and all that, and like absolutely blown away. And oh, Sarah Gutenberg is members only? No, not anymore. and yeah, I told her all about it, and she was like, "Holy shit, are you for real?" She was in shambles. Yeah. Flex tool. And basically, if you don't understand, Kanata loves Hello Project. I love also Hello Project. Kanata, however, she told me she's always been like that kind of fan that stays at home and just watches all the DVDs and everything from home, because she maybe doesn't feel comfortable or too nervous or whatever to go to the concerts in person and all that. But I was very much the kind of person that would go in person. Word repetitive. And I would go in person, and yeah, I was very much that kind of otaku who would go to the concerts and the handshake events and everything. And so we however, we really like Hello Project. Both of us really like Hello Project, and so we relate on knowing all the songs and knowing all the members and this and that. Just gonna punch that beef again out of frustration. Yeah. But so my friend Sarah Gutenberg, a famous model from, let's say, Switzerland, she got to meet and one of those idols from back in the day in person. See her revive her activities a little bit, even though she's been gone for many years, and see her appear on stage again, and then take a picture with her backstage, because she's special. Sarah Gutenberg is so famous, you know, she's on every VIP list, and so she was on the VIP list there too, and she got to go backstage and say hi to the idols that used to be in Hello Project but are now not there. Well, you know, yeah. And then they took a picture, and then that retired idol and Sarah Gutenberg did not only take a picture, but the unthinkable thing happened that I wouldn't even dream about. After the concert, we hung out and just sat together in a bar! In person! Like, you know, not from fan to idol, but not even idol, like ex-idol, but like on the same level. Yeah. Matan too, and she was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I know! It's insane! I'm winning! She's winning! Sarah Gutenberg is winning! Huge fucking win! You have no idea. Even though she's a famous model and all that, she was really nervous about it, and like she tried to be cool and all that, but she couldn't stop staring at her, and kept on asking questions. She was certainly not the coolest she could have been, but she left an impression and exchanged line contact, which is like Japanese WhatsApp, or you know, it's like a messenger that everybody uses in Japan. We exchanged lines! 好きなアイドル、好きな昔のアイドルと LINE 交換したんですよ。しかもライブの後に飲みに行ったというか、私コーラしか飲んでないんですけど勝ち組で、それかなた先輩に言ったら、かなた先輩何それってめっちゃ言っててめっちゃびっくりしてた。私もびっくり。いや、holy shit と holy shit. And so yeah, remember last year when I performed Suki-chan as my unit song with Ame, Ina, and Mume? We had a 4-people unit, and they were like, what song do you want to sing? And I said, 4-people unit? One of my favorite idol groups, which are gone now, Smilage. It was a 4-people unit. I'm gonna, if the other girls have no ideas, which they didn't have any suggestions, I was like, I'm gonna suggest songs from this group then. So I suggested Suki-chan. Suki-chan, Suki-chan, Suki-chan. Remember that? Me and the girls performed that last year on stage. And one of the members of that group was this girl that I just told you about. So she wasn't aware of that happened, you know. But I told her about it, and I showed her the DVD footage, and she was like, holy shit, this is the cutest performance of Suki-chan I have ever seen. And being told that from the actual original person who was part of that obviously is insane. And obviously I said, no, obviously you were the cutest version of that. But having that being seen by her and approved and praised by the original girl is like the craziest thing ever that I never thought would happen. But I'm so happy it did, because when I chose that song back then, and when I was able to perform it there, it was almost like my dream of joining Hello Project back when I was younger, that dream that I had that never came true. In that moment when I was performing a Hello Project song of my favorite girl group on a big stage in front of thousands of people, it was for the amount of that song, it came true. Kind of. In some way. Like some kind of fantasy world. It came true. And I was hoping to one day, because this group doesn't exist anymore for a long, long time, but me choosing that song was also a way of honoring the memory and showing my love and support for them through that. So I was always hoping that they would see it. And because I was already kind of in contact with Kanon, another member of that idol group, you know, I've been in contact more or less, like not really. We just like follow each other on Twitter and sometimes talk a little bit. When I sent her back then, I sent her the like a spawn code to watch the concert online, but I don't think she ever got to it. So I don't think she ever saw it. But I'll get her to watch it too eventually. But like 2 members will be or are aware of me doing that, and me honoring their memory, and me like once again showing them to thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people who would have probably not even known the song or the group otherwise. Surely a few of them knew it. A few may have overlapping interests, but I think most of them didn't know the song, most of them didn't know the group. And so, in a way, I just, as a huge fan, having the opportunity to keep that memory alive and represent them up on that big stage, to me it felt like a huge honor and a once in a lifetime chance. And yeah, as an otaku of that group, I was just so happy to do it. And now getting someone to see that, who was part of the group, and acknowledge it and be happy about it, it feels like I went full circle, and like I completed the quest and I fully accomplished it, and I love them, and I'm gonna cry. Not good. Yeah. So anyway, that was last year though. But I showed her because I got to know her recently and become friends with her. Or Sarah Gutenberg got to know her. But it's confusing, overlapping consciousness. Crazy. Can you imagine? Did I convey these feelings in a way that you can imagine how insane all of this is? How going full circle, and like an idol group that I have been supporting since like maybe they're gone for a long time, but like maybe 13 years ago. Now my first oshi of that group becoming, I wouldn't say friend yet, but like becoming like personal with that person. Yeah. And then being able to show them what I've done to honor their memory. Oh my god! I can die now and then revive because I'm a phoenix, but I could die now. Shiorin! Oh, thank you for the raid! Shiorin! Oh, did that sound like her? Thank you. Oh my god. I'm like talking about Expo and Fest right now and just shared a fangirl moment. Oh my god. My life is complete after that. Once the VOD comes out, I want to show her my Chimera performance because I'm hoping she'll fall in love with me even more. Yatta! Yeah, she already, I'm surprised she's able to rate me, when I'm in Japan streaming at NA prime time, but also when I'm in Austria streaming in Europe prime time. That's amazing. Wait, I remember when I just looked at my tangent list and I remembered one thing, we were backstage, right, watching the laser thing through the monitor happening again. I saw it in person and then we saw it through the screen, right, and it was happening and we were like, whoa, this is so cool. And because we were all together there, the moment we heard the cheers and the laser shit, it gave us like goosebumps and shivers. There were some people crying. I was like on the brink of tears, but gotta get your shit together for the first big group song, of course. But like had tears in my eyes, and Coyote was weeping, by the way. She was really, really, really moved and emotional, which was really sweet. So I gave her like a hug and I pulled her over to me. Actually, let me show you, because that was kind of sweet, I think. So there were a lot of chairs and a lot of people were sitting on them. This is the back view of the chair, okay? I'm sitting here. And the other chairs were all occupied, but Koyori was like next to me here, and she started crying, and I'm like putting my arm over her and pulling her over to me, and like then she was like here, you know, kneeling on the ground. She later got a chair, don't worry, and we were like watching as she was crying, and I was like rubbing her shoulder and all that, like, you know. I was also like, I was sniffing a little bit, but I was just like, you know, it was a tete moment. Oh wait, fuck you! Okay. First she was like standing there, you know, and then I god damn it. She was like standing here, yeah, and crying, and I'm sniffing, and I'm like pulling her over with my long arm, and then, you know, she sits down next to me here, and I'm just like rubbing her shoulder. Is that a toilet? No, it's a chair, and we're looking that way onto a screen, you know, and we could hear the cheers and everything, and she was crying. And I'm like, while she's snuff crying a little bit, I'm like rubbing and whoosh, 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 whoosh. He's okay, and we're like cuddling, you know. That was sweet. Isn't that sweet? Can you stop talking about my long arm? Can you stop talking about the long arm? Yeah, everybody was getting pretty emotional in the beginning, because that's when it got real, you know? I'm shaking. It's so cold. That's when it got real, and everybody was like feeling it. Like, oh my god, we can hear everything. And it's amazing. Yeah. I was like, wow. It hit so hard. It felt so real. Okay, love you, Joe. I was sitting on a chair, not a toilet. Why is it a toilet? It's a chair. Heater, no heater. I could have turned off the AC, but I didn't. Now it's fucking cold. Yeah. So I wanted to say, like, you know, besides this happening, I was like, you know, I think Korona senpai was like somewhere next to me, and we were watching the laser thing again, and I'm like, wow, this is so cool, right? So cool. And then Kono's like, yeah, it's really cool, but like, you know, when anybody raises their arm or so and gets, you know, the laser, you know, going through the arm or so, you know, it will be cut off. And I'm like, no way. She's like really confidently bullshitting me about it. She's like, no, for real. Like, it actually, like, it's really dangerous. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. And she keeps on insisting on it, like, no, like, totally, the laser, it's really dangerous, it's really hot, and it'll like burn your whole arm off, cut it off completely. And I'm like, no, you're bullshitting me, Korona senpai. And she's like, yeah. She tried really hard. And I was not believing it, but I was like considering if that could be true. But then I was like, there's no way, because that would be a huge hazard. Like, you know, somebody, I mean, I think it was way up above everybody's heads, so you couldn't touch it because you're not that tall. But even if, that would be too crazy and too dangerous. Actually true, 90 degrees. No way, it's not a laser, it's just light. Right? It's just light, right? I mean, what do you guys know? I should ask the staff. There's no... I mean, isn't laser just light too? Wait. Don't be so rational. Yeah, no, but there's no way that they would go for such a... Like, if it was actually... Yeah, that's just light. Like, they can't do something so dangerous. Even if it's way above their heads, I was like, they couldn't risk something like that. That would actually cut people's arms off. The Korone was trying her best to bullshit me, and I'm like, no, there's no way. Yeah, it's not strong enough to hurt you. See, okay, it's a laser. Laser is light. What makes a laser and not light in that? Why? How is that? If you guys agreed with me that laser is light, how? At what point is it not light anymore but a laser? That's what I need to know. Just because it's green and thin? Just because it's super focused? Concentration of light. So because it's thin. But you guys say that this one couldn't have cut my arm off, but is there any laser that could cut my arm off? Yeah, right? Because there's also... I mean, that is a thing, right? Is that a thing? This one maybe not, but other lasers can cut off my... Can they? Can they? Yeah? Okay. Cutting, yeah, there's cutting laser, right? Yeah. Okay. Huh. So was that a real laser? Kinda wanna know. Kinda wanna ask staff, but it's like such a random question. Well, thank you. Anyway, Korone, you can't bullshit me. I'm smarter than that. I'm smarter, baby, smarter. Smarter, baby, smarter. Yeah, I think... mostly... One last thing I want to mention. Remember last year at the expo? There were showcases of things that members made, either previously or after they were told that they can make something. And I showed my sock puppets, right? And I was really hoping that this year they would have that again. So I kept... Remember the nail stream? The nail salon stream? After that was over and I took off all my nails. But actually, even before that, I told the other members, that Iris and Callie, I told them, keep your nails. Keep your nails, because if they have another showcase like that, we gotta show off those nails. So don't throw them away. And I was really strongly telling them that. But it turns out later on, they actually did get rid of them pretty soon after even, and didn't keep them. But I was like, whatever, I'll keep mine anyway. And so I was like, where can I keep them safe at all times? So how long has it been since that collab? Was it November? Was that in November? I think that's like 5 months ago. So for 5 months, I've had my nails loose in my money purse in the coin section. Every time I would open it and try to take coins out, there were also nails there. I was just keeping them to always have them just in case they do a showcase again. And they didn't end up doing the showcase. So I still had the nails. Recently, you know, when after the first day concert, me, Mume, and Guda, we were rushing over to do the expo like secret appearance where just for like 10 minutes we were like talking to the audience just asking them questions like, how did you have fun? Where did you guys come from far away? And this and that. And behind the scenes in the waiting room of that, I opened my purse to give someone money, maybe, I don't know. And then Mume was next to me, Gura was next to me, I was sandwiched between them. And and then I go through my wallet, that's the word. I go through my wallet and I see the nails, and I'm somehow I feel the need to share with Mume why I have the nails in my wallet, and she's really amused by it, and she looks at my nails, and I'm just like jokingly saying, "Hi, you wanna have one?" And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, I don't really mean it, but." And then she's like, she actually for real wants one. I'm like, really? You want one? And I was actually kind of flattered she would want to have one. I'm like, for what? And then she actually insists on having one. And I give her the one that was on my pinky. And I gave it to her. And I'm like, you can say on your stream now that you have one of my nails. And she's like, that's exactly the plan behind it. That's why I want to have it. I'm like, okay. Looking forward to you confusing your viewers with that, with having my nail. Right? I'm so glad someone would take it off of me, because the expo was not willing to do that. The expo did not want to have my nails. Expo didn't do that showcase. I wish they did. Man. I guess they don't want to repeat the same thing all the time, but I had something ready. うちがね、前作ったなんかネイル配信があったじゃないですか。アリスちゃんとカリちゃんで。またなんか去年と同じようにエキスポでなんかうちらメンバーが作ったものを披露してくれねえのかなと思いながら、そのアクリルネイルをずっとお財布の中に持ち歩いてました。5ヶ月間。結局エキスポに使われずに私土曜日にムメちゃんと一緒にいた時にムメちゃんが欲しがってたからムメちゃんに指一本のネイルあげました。喜んでた。I wish I did that again. It was cool seeing all the things everyone submitted. For real, right? It was like such a cute and personal thing to show off. Yeah, I was so proud of my sock puppets. They were so freaky. Maybe we can suggest them to do it again for next year, if there is a next year. Yeah. Guys, make sure if there's like any suggestion, was there like a way for fans to suggest anything for Expo? I feel like there was, but maybe not booths. But generally, if there's a chance that you could do it, tell them you want that personal project showcase again, okay? Tell them. Let them know. Mume talked about... She talked about the nails? She already did? Right, she did have a... was also like, I think, starting her stream 1 hour after mine or so. The after survey. Tell them in the after survey that there was a showcase in the previous expo and you were kind of feeling like it was missing this year. Because tell them Kiara had some really nice self-made nails that she ripped off of her fingers that she was keeping forever, and then you guys didn't want to showcase it. Why? 5 minutes for real? What? No way. No way. She only said she has my nails and didn't elaborate at all. Great, Mume, great. No, I think it's great without the context. If you want the context, you get it at Wawa's stream. It's great to just say, yeah, so, oh yeah, and I have Kiara's nails, and oh yeah, so the food was really good. It's like, huh? ちょっと待って, Mume. Backpedal. What do you mean you have Kiara's nails? And she just doesn't elaborate. Yeah, that was great. Yeah. So it was a good time. Maybe I still have some tangents that I can think of to share in the members watch along. But for now, this is it. I have to do some stuff. And yeah, had a really good time. Sadly, pretty much everybody is gone now, and I'm just like chilling in Japan for a little while longer. But it was so nice to see everybody and hang out with everybody and make some memories. And not just Ian, but like also together with ID and Japanese members. We were all bonding and having a good time, and just randomly running into members in the hotel lobby. Yeah, we were having a good time. It was like a school trip. Yeah, checking out the expo together and all that. You still gonna hang with Pomu? Very soon, sooner than you may think, and not only on one day. I think I'm meeting her 3 days in a row. Yeah. Starting from tomorrow. Fumoko! Yeah! Yeah, Fumoko cute? The Fumoko very cute. Very, very, twinsy. Had a good time talking to them. Yeah, そうですね。Very cute. そうですね。Yeah, I don't know what to say. Everybody was cute. Everybody was sweet. I was talking with everybody, and also Kobo gave me spices. She told me before she came to Japan. She told me on DM. She was like, "I'm gonna bring you souvenir. I'm gonna bring you spices." I'm like, okay. And then when we meet, actually, she runs into the room and she has like candies, right? And she was gonna give out candies to us, and I'm like, she gives it to me, and I'm like, you told me you're gonna give me spices, not candy. And she gives me like this, like, no, like this, and then she runs out. And then she runs back. She comes back with spices. She's so cute. She gives this like angry, confused look, not really saying anything, but like thinking, yeah, I guess I did tell her I would give her spices, not candy. She was giving everybody else candy, but to me, she brought me some spices. So I was like, maybe I can do, because it's Indonesian spices, maybe I can do a cooking stream where I use the spices, and she's on Discord on the phone telling me how to cook it. Maybe we can do something like that. Yeah. She's so cute. She's so small and so cute. Yeah. Okay, that's it for now. That's it for now. Had a good time. Getting better. My nose is clearing up. My throat is a little bit clearing up. I will stream tomorrow. If the VOD is up by the evening, I don't know. If it's up by the evening when I'm making the thumbnail, then we'll do the VOD, watch along members only. If not, then we'll do the holotori Suica game. Now I really need to go to idol meeting. So in German we say auf Wiedersehen! お疲れ様です。また、明日と明後日配信するよ。で、同時視聴もやりたいな。あれ、アーカイブが来たら。Thank you so much for supporting me in this busy time, for cheering for me. I heard you guys cheer. And thank you for coming to Japan, for the ones who did go out of their way. For like, I know a lot of you guys would love to do that. Not everybody is able to do it, and that's fine too. Thank you for supporting me from home, but also for the ones who went through this big journey, which was probably also really expensive. Thank you for going through that to support me in person. I think it must have been a really crazy experience for you guys, especially if you don't know Japanese. It must have been even crazier. But you did that. You did that, guys. And I hope it was really, really as special to you as it was to me. It's crazy. I didn't think there would be such a big KFP representation. But yeah, it was way more than I thought, and I'm really happy to have such a sweet, supportive, big mass of chickens supporting me. 今回足を運んでくれた皆さん、私を応援するために来てくれた皆さん、それから家から見てくれた皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。マジでもう感動しました。今年はもう特になんかもう実感湧いてやばかったですね。みんなの応援の声も聞こえましたよ。また聞きたいな。I wanna hear it again. I wanna hear your voices again someday. So I hope we can make that happen again. Big friend-shaped. Yeah, pretty massive. Big chunk. Yeah, I want to hear from your stories. I hope you guys, the ones who sent super chats, I hope you are telling me in the super chat messages about your experiences, because I want to hear them. Please feel free to share them. Also on the KFP hashtag. I was so happy to see you guys meet up, do like KFP meetups or like go eating together. Even though I was thinking when I saw you guys go to the tonkatsu place. And I told you beforehand it's a really small place, so if you go there together, like don't go there all together at once. I told you! And then you guys went all together at once anyway! Did you guys, like, I don't think you can make reservations, but then you took up all the seats. I saw the picture of you guys taking up all the seats. How did you do that? Did you just, like, stand outside and wait so that all the seats would be empty? And then, how did you do that? トカツ行ったよマジで。なんかね KFP の海外日記とかも行ってる写真見て、みんなあれ店ちっちゃいのにみんなグループで行ってて、グループで行かないでって言ったのになhow the flock together. Well, you gave them good business on that day, I think. And I think especially because that's like within Japan, that serving size is huge. Like the big chunks of meat, that's not a normal tonkatsu serving. But I think considering North American portion sizes, this must have been a good portion size for you, huh? 4人で行った。マジでありがとう。4人は大丈夫。海外日記なんかね、なんか10人ぐらいで行っててやべえと思ったよ。これ店困るんじゃねえのって思ったよ。ちっちゃいからな。Did you tell them? Did you tell them why you went there? Did you tell the staff? Did they ask you? Like, why the fuck are there so many foreigners suddenly in our... And some of them are dressed orange. What's going on with that? Did you tell them? I wonder if they know about the YouTube short that I made. So much flavor. Thanks for the recommendation. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it was really big. No, just 8. You didn't tell them? How am I gonna get my payment? They might have known. No, if you didn't tell them, how could they know? They were probably just thinking, something's going on, but we don't know what. I'm glad you had some good food, some good nutritious food to strengthen yourself for the concert and the expo. It's so sweet to see you. To see you all out there and about having fun. I know you already all said Auf Wiedersehen, then there I go again tangenting. Sarah sends her regards. No, Kiwawa sends her regards. Why so much orange? Weird. Is it like, you know how on St. Patrick's Day everybody wears green? Maybe they were like, is there a day where everybody wears orange? I need to pee! 手洗いに行きたい。もう終わり。We're gonna end it here and adjourn with Auf Wiedersehen. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you guys. This was an amazing experience. Let's watch the VOD soon. Bye! Ah!